Tonight in downtown Savannah, a football Friday. The rain has stopped. We're at B&D Burgers, and you are tailgating with WTOC.
This is WTOC, St. Patrick's Day Parade from downtown Savannah.
Thanks from the Children's Hospital.
Welcome to the Vidalia Onion Festival.
It was a great day for the heritage. Thanks for watching.
This is a WTOC original presentation. Helmets? We don't need no stinking helmets. The Georgia Bulldogs made a statement last week that was completely uncomplicated.
I don't really know what vindicated fit means, but
what was clear is that the Bulldogs rebounded into the national championship picture with a win over Carolina on what might have been their quarterback's finest day.
I think you kind of put the nail in the coffin.
Meanwhile, the Eagles head into the teeth of their schedule with a road game, a rivalry, and a trip around the Southern Conference. One more time.
First SoCon game on our schedule, with us moving up and everything, and we know that it's going to be a good game.
The farewell tour starts with an ambition that is unchanged.
Our team and our attitude is to win every game. We're trying to go 11-0.
Plus, Jamie Dean's roaming around Athens. He's at the tailgate. He's on the sidelines. He's in the locker room. This boy is everywhere. And so are you, because you're tailgating with WTOC.
Good evening and welcome to Tailgating with WTOC. I'm Tim Guider alongside Cyria Sandlin, and we are at B&D Burgers on Congress Street in downtown Savannah, out here on the patio. And Cyria, this has really quickly become one of the coolest places to watch football in Savannah.
Yeah, exactly. This is the first full season. They opened up last year towards the middle/end of the football season. There's lots of couches, live music, good food. You don't really feel like you're in the heart of City Market in downtown Savannah when you come out here and watch these games.
It's almost got like a South Beach feel
like
to
Miami,
it, with the couches out on the patio. We got the misters in the summer, we've got heaters in the winter, so it's always climate controlled. And maybe a little later on, we'll take a look at this cool TV screen. They've got a 35-foot HD screen that they project on the building next door. It's a great way to watch football.
Yeah, this place gets jam-packed every Saturday and Sunday. You can expect to wait, but they tell us, get here early if you want to watch the games, because there's really no better place else to be.
Exactly. Well, last week up in Athens, that was a pretty good place to watch football, too. Once again, Georgia playing arguably the biggest game in the country. Two highly ranked teams going head-to-head against South Carolina, and Georgia really played well last week.
Yeah, this time last week, a lot of Georgia fans are probably a little nervous after that first week loss against Clemson, but they came back and definitely redeemed themselves, put all the critics kind of to rest for at least that week.
Absolutely. It was a great win for the Bulldogs. As you said, a lot of people uneasy about the game. Unlike 2 weeks ago, they really protected Aaron Murray well last week, and Murray responded by making big plays all day long. A lot of quick passes, a lot of timing routes. No play bigger, though, than this 85-yard touchdown pass on 3rd and long in the fourth quarter to Justin Scott Wesley. That put the game away for the Dogs. Todd Gurley continued to establish himself as one of the top running backs in the country, 132 yards and a touchdown. But it was a run that didn't even count, that showed everything about how Gurley and the Bulldogs played last Saturday. Early on in the game, he went up the middle, and he got his helmet ripped right off, but he never stopped. He just kept going, and that play set a tone for the day, might have even set a tone for the Georgia season. But at the end of the day last week, it was 41-30 Bulldogs, and a win that might have answered a lot of questions about this team.
I don't really know what vindicated fit means, but I think it's a great feel of accomplishment for us all. We wanted to go out and play our game. We weren't changing anything for number 7. We were just going to go play football, and that's what we did.
I think one of the things that we learned from last week is that this team has a lot of drive and that they won't quit. And I think the thing that we learned today is that this team can execute. When you do both of those things together, when you play with drive and heart and you execute without those penalties, good things happen.
A lot of good things happened as a result of that win last week. The Dogs back in the top 10 at number 9. Back, you would say, in the national championship picture early in the season. Todd Gurley already in the Heisman conversation. It's early. Now, Dogs are off this week.
Yeah,
first of 2 bye weeks.
Yes.
Next week they host North Texas, and then September 28th, they wrap up this brutal September schedule they have. LSU comes to Athens. It'll be another game between top 10 teams, maybe the biggest game on that week's schedule.
Yeah,
as well.
They're not wasting any time getting into those tough conference games. And, we heard from David Andrews just a little bit ago,
That's
and
right.
We're also going to hear from him again coming up on Tailgating. Jamie Dean is going to head to the locker room with the UGA center, David Andrews.
That's right, but first, when we come back, Georgia Southern's heading out on the road for the first time. We'll take a look ahead to the Eagles game at Wofford. That's right up when we come back.
Tailgatin' with WTOC is sponsored by Urgent Care 24/7. Life is 24/7, and so are we. Ken Nugent, one call, that's all. And by your local Ford dealer. Go further. Shop FordNow.com.
Everyone has spent time waiting in the ER. The average wait time is over 4 hours. And the cost? That's another story. Now Urgent Care 24/7 has 5 locations in our area. The wait is over. Life is 24/7, and so are we.
Imagine if you could design your own custom sofa and have it delivered in days. Impossible? Not anymore. Now you can with iSofa at Rooms to Go. First, choose your style. Next, choose your color. Then pick your pillows and buy it online instantly. Or check it out in person at a Rooms to Go store. The iSofa at Rooms to Go. We make it easy. You make it your own.
My name is Lee, and I am not an actor. I really did get hurt, and Ken Nugent really did help me.
Have you had an accident here in the Savannah area? Are you hurt? I help injured people every day, and I can help you too. Let's start right away. Just pick up the phone and tell me what happened to you.
I think it was an excellent choice that I called Ken Nugent. I couldn't ask for nothing any better.
Call me. One call, that's all.
Call 1-800-CALL-KEN.
Fresh pizza is now served for just $5 with Papa Murphy's Faves. Created with scratch-made dough and hand-prepped ingredients, it's a fresh $5 pizza, finally worthy of the #1 pizza chain. It's your secret weapon to make the whole family happy. Don't worry, your secret's safe with us. Get a large Faves pizza, just $5. Fresh value, fresh made, fresh baked. Papa Murphy's, loved at 425 degrees.
Does paying $1,500 a year for access to your concierge doctor make you feel like a VIP? Well, at Urgent Care 24/7, all of our patients are VIPs, and you get to keep your $1,500. Life is 24/7.
Back to tailgating. We are live at B&D Burgers on Congress Street in downtown Savannah, getting ready for week 3 of the college football season. And Cyrena, the first 2 weeks of the season, about now, we've been up in Statesboro.
That's right. You know, it kind of feels like our home away from home these past couple of weeks, but they are traveling this weekend, so we're here.
That's right, and they are also stepping it up a little bit in competition.
Yeah.
It'll be a little bit tougher this week when the Eagles head up to Wofford to play the Terriers. The first 2 games, the Eagles scored 136 points. They'll probably have a little bit more defense against them this week.
And definitely, you know, this could be the last time these two rivals face each other, which makes it a big game as well.
Exactly. Well, the Eagles head up there for a 7 o'clock game tomorrow. Now, these were the 2 top rushing teams in all of FCS yesterday, so you can expect a little bit more competition. It'll be the first week on the road for the Eagles, and they threw the ball an awful lot last week against St. Francis, their second home game in a row. That's more than we're used to seeing. 245 passing yards might be a total for the whole season sometimes for the Eagles. But, of course, they had that triple option going, another 300 yards on the ground, even without Dominique Swope in the rundown. He was out for the game, but they got a lot of people involved. 3 touchdowns from senior William Banks. Jonathan Bryant, Torrance Hunt also scored. Now, if you might remember last year, the Eagles broke out camo jerseys against Wofford when they played at Paulson Stadium. That was the first time the Eagles went away from the traditional blue and white. So that was something special. Tomorrow's game, possibly, as Saria said, the last time these teams will meet, also has special incentive in it.
Every time we play this year in the Southern Conference, that's going to mean something. It is potentially the last time that we'll play a team in this league, and so sure. I mean, there's obviously going to be that sense of urgency, and you know, I'm sure they'll have the same sense of urgency.
It's going to be a hostile environment. A lot of time playing us, so we know they're going to throw every shot out that they got at us, and we just got to be prepared for it and do whatever it takes to come out on top.
I feel like we should treat this game as serious as any other game on the schedule. This is a big game. It's a big statement game. It's our last time might be playing Wofford ever, so why not go out with a bang?
Well, the Eagles do want to go through that Southern Conference for the last time undefeated, kind of leave with a statement, you might say. But this game against Wofford, this has become a bit of a rivalry as well. Wofford has patterned itself after Georgia Southern, runs the same offense, and these teams have really had some close games in the past, even though the Eagles did handle that one pretty easily last year. Tomorrow's game expected to be, again, a lot tougher than the first 2 weeks of the season. Well, it's a tailgating show. We're at B&D Burgers. You know there's got to be a burger somewhere in the house, and Syria standing by with one right now.
That's right, Tim. I am joined right now by Andy Denny. She is the marketing and event coordinator for B&D Burgers. And we're going to talk about arguably something that is at least my favorite thing of watching football, the food. So what have you got? We have a full spread right now. What do you got, Andy?
Well, we actually have two of our go-to classic dishes, which is our Colonial Burger and our Spud Mountain, which is a massive pile of bacon cheese fries served with ranch dressing. You really can't go wrong with that. But then we also have a couple new menu items on our new menu that we just put out. We have a caprese salad if, trying to watch the waistline, which is, mozzarella cheese, tomato, balsamic. And then we also have our owner's secret family recipe buffalo chicken dip. And I tried to ask him what was in it, he refused to tell me, but that stuff is awesome.
So, obviously you can come in, sit down on these couches behind us, order food, but you guys also do takeout if, some people maybe don't want to deal with the crowds but still want this amazing food.
We do takeout, and then we also do catering events. So if you have a larger party, we can do essentially any number of people.
And what would you say some of the most popular items are?
Well, obviously our burgers, we can do burger sliders or pieces, and then we also can do wings. Any of our appetizers, we have new jalapeno poppers, which are grilled stuffed jalapenos wrapped in bacon. Those are awesome, and they're really good for tailgating.
And this place gets crowded. I can attest to that. I've been here on Saturdays. What advice would you give to people that want to come and sit on these couches, just sit out on the patio and watch the games?
Well, you can come early, but if you do want front row seats to our 35-foot projection screen, we are starting to take reservations for the tables for major games, and you can reserve them and watch the game.
All right, thanks a lot. We will be right back after the break.
It's the $5,000 test drive now at Hilton Head Hyundai. We're giving away $1,000 a week for 5 weeks. Schedule your test drive today at newrivertestdrive.com, and you could be a big winner. And now test drive a new 2013 Hyundai Elantra GLS for only $98 a month. Take the $5,000 test drive only at Hilton Head Hyundai at the New River Auto Mall on Highway 278, exit 8 at I-95, or visit HiltonHeadHyundai.com. We have it all at the New River Auto Mall.
Clearance pricing on brand new Hyundais? You didn't miss it. Hyundai's clearance countdown has been extended, but for only one final month. 0% for 60 months, plus no payments for 90 days. Brand new Hyundais, only $139 a month, or get $2,000 in bonus cash. These clearance prices have never been lower. It absolutely ends at the end of the month, and it's only at your Savannah Hilton Head Hyundai dealers. Hurry! You can't afford to miss this clearance countdown.
Hey, folks, would you like to take part in a taste test?
Sure.
Oh, great.
Ooh, shakes.
Hey, what the? No. See, I taste the shakes, and then you try to decide which one I seem to like the most. That's how it works in taste testing. Oh, my gosh.
Introducing Zaxby's Signature Shakes. The birthday cake and banana pudding milkshakes are here to stay, along with a delicious new chocolate cookie milkshake. Celebrate with one today. Zaxby's, indescribably good.
Absolutely positively once-in-a-lifetime history-making savings at Baden Volkswagen.
What's the rush?
It's the final days of the summer savings event, and every second counts.
Hurry in right now. 2014 Jetta S, just $15,999. Or drive today for only $169 a month. 2014 Passat, $209 a month.
Don't wait. Act now. You've got to hurry.
The summer sale at Baden Volkswagen. We'll go the extra mile for you. No more energy drinks for you.
Welcome back to Tailgating with WTOC. We are here live at B&D Burgers on Congress Street in the heart of City Market. Tomorrow Georgia has the week off, but we're still going to check in right now with David Andrews. WTOC's Jamie Dean takes us for another behind-the-scenes look at how this player's season is going so far.
Saturday was a great day to be in Athens. Broad Street was bustling and the old campus was full of folks enjoying their own pregame rituals and living large. Somewhere below the bridge, the dog walk was going on. I couldn't get close enough to see, but I'm pretty sure it was there. And everywhere there were folks tailgating and laughing and having a good old time. Oh, and one more thing. None of these folks had given up on Georgia football. That proved to be a good decision as the game played out. After the Clemson game, we asked David Andrews about playing Jadeveon Clowney in the Gamecocks. David said he wasn't scared. And that showed as the Bulldog offense opened up huge holes that the Dog running backs exploded through all afternoon. Coach Rick called the last drive glorious as the boys from the South methodically drove the field and ran out the clock.
Number 25, freshman Brendan Douglas.
When it came time for the celebration, our man David Andrews, the boss, led the way.
Hey, David. A lot of talk this week about the big defensive line of South Carolina coming in. It was really a statement game by the University of Georgia. Is it about what you expected?
Yeah, you know, this is why you come to Georgia, for games like that. 4:30 games between the hedges. You know, it's a dream come true, and you know that's why you come here. And you know, I wouldn't have it any other way, and wouldn't have gone out there with any other guys on our team.
I love you, brother. I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
Great guy. Great game, David. Great to see you, man.
David's got next week off, which is good with first exams coming up. So next week, we're going to show you some of the tailgating parties we ran into. See y'all then.
That was WTOC's Jamie Dean reporting from Athens. And, you know, another player who had a great game last week, UGA quarterback Aaron Murray. Tim, what do you got?
Yeah, he sure did, Cyree. And then Jamie got a close-up view of that game, too. He watched it from the sideline. He was a lot closer than I was last week, and he had a lot to see, too, because Georgia really played well, played differently than they have a couple times. Got to give a lot of credit to offensive coordinator Mike Bobo, who called a lot of fast passes, three-step drops, not the long passes that we see Georgia sometimes takes time to develop. Another player that everybody is giving credit to is one that they like to maybe criticize a little too much in the past. He wasn't worried about it. He wasn't looking to gloat.
It's a win. You know, that's all that matters. It's a win versus a great team.
Or even get into his personal performance, really.
As a whole offense, we played awesome tonight. So.
But after what many are calling Aaron Murray's best game at Georgia in the Bulldogs' latest big game, his teammates were more than willing to discuss how their quarterback had turned around the talk about him last week.
I think he kind of put the nail in the coffin of that whole persona that he's not a big game quarterback, that he, doesn't thrive under pressure, that he, gets flustered. I mean, he was damn near perfect today.
He showed that he has the ability to execute, that he can execute under pressure, and that he is a true signal caller.
Last week was Murray's second win in 8 tries against the top 10 team. But it probably won't be his last opportunity this month, let alone this season, to keep improving his record, his big game image, and the Bulldogs' chances.
Aaron is a leader in that huddle, and we trust him to make those plays, and as you saw, he led this team to victory today.
The greatest thing is Murray had confidence in us. He wasn't scared of that opposing team. He's not scared of anyone. He trusts us and believes in us, so we know with him we can get it done. Just don't ask Murray to explain how. Well, the funny thing is Murray wasn't being rude. He really didn't want to talk about how well he played. He's been asked a lot about maybe times when he didn't play as well. He didn't ever brush that off. He stood up and answered those questions. This time he was more than willing to share the credit, though. But he really did play one of the best games anybody has seen him play at the University of Georgia. Well, again, the Dogs off this week. A lot of other teams still in action. And when we come back on Tailgating with WTOC, we're going to take a look at some of those, including Georgia Tech heading on the road up to play Duke.
Feel twice the love at McDonald's. Wake up with 2 Egg McMuffin sandwiches for just $3. Or try the Egg White Delight McMuffin. Mix and match. Enjoy 2 for $3.
After my car wreck, the insurance company kept dragging their feet. Then their offer wouldn't even cover my medical bills. So you know what I did? I called Ken Nugent.
Insurance companies try to cheat injured people out of the money they deserve over 90% of the time. That's why you need to call me, because they know I can't be pushed around.
He got me $195,000 in my pocket.
Now, I can't guarantee you $195,000, but if you've been hurt in a car wreck, call me. One call, that's all.
Trust Stanley Steamer, the #1 brand in carpet cleaning. We're on time every time, and our technicians will move your furniture for free, unlike some other carpet cleaners. Our exclusive carpet cleaning process gives you the best clean guaranteed. Stanley Steamer, the best value in carpet cleaning. Now through Wednesday, get our $119 special. Call now or book online at stanleysteamer.com. You'll be glad you did.
Right now at Hilton Head Volkswagen, you get your choice of it all. 0 down or 0% APR or $99 per month on all new Volkswagen vehicles in stock. Your choice of it all. 0 down or 0% APR or $99 per month. Hurry. Now at Hilton Head Volkswagen at the New River Auto Mall on Highway 278, exit 8 at I-95, or visit HiltonHeadVolkswagen.com. We have it all at the New River Auto Mall.
What about love? You bacon off and leave me muffin.
Austin, you said bacon and muffin.
I could fix it.
Wake up to savory steak on a biscuit, McMuffin, or bagel at McDonald's.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Welcome back to Tailgating with WTOC, live from B&D Burgers. Georgia Tech back in action tomorrow after an early bye week. They were off the second week after opening the 70-0 win over Elon. Well, now they head up to Duke to play an improved Duke team with a defense that Paul Johnson actually compared to the Pittsburgh Steelers steel curtain. Well, that might be a little bit of an exaggeration, but it is not to say that the Jackets will be looking to win this game tomorrow.
We've got a lot of guys who played a lot of football this year. We got some experience. They know what it's like. We've got a ton of guys that have played up there before, so they know the environment. They know what they're going into. We're going into this game, our expectation is not to win by ever how much, it's to win the game. That's what we want to try to do, whatever it is. 6-3, 46-43, whatever it might be. You got to try to win the game.
Well, South Carolina also back in action tomorrow after that big disappointment last week in Athens. They've got Vandy coming to town. People thought this might have been a trap game before the loss to Georgia. Now it could be a hangover game. Coach Steve Spurrier, though, taking all the responsibility for last week, and he says it's up to him to get his team ready to play tomorrow.
The way the players perform is a reflection on us coaches. It's a reflection. So if we're good coaches, they'll get lined up, and they'll play like we try to coach them. So we didn't coach very well last week, and we're going to try to coach better this week.
Well, pretty alarming for the Gamecocks last week that Georgia was the more physical team, the tougher team at the end of the game. Gamecocks going to have to tighten that up tomorrow against Vandy. Now, somehow I ended up on the wrong end of the stick. Earlier, Saria had a burger. Now she's got some beer with us. Saria, how are you getting all these assignments?
I don't know. I can't believe I get paid to do this. We're joined now again by Andy Denny with marketing for B&D Burgers. So, Andy, what do we got here, this bucket?
So this is our new Build Your Own Bucket promotion that we're doing. You can choose from any 33 of our bottled craft beer and build your own bucket. And if you build your own bucket, you get 10% off of it.
Very cool.
Absolutely.
Thanks a lot, Andy. Well, coming up next on Tailgating with WTOC, we're going to check in with Christina Tuso to talk a little bit about all of the games happening right now in our area.
It seems healthcare keeps getting more complicated. Urgent Care 24/7 has your solution. It's simple. We treat you with unsurpassed care in less time with less cost. Pay only for what you need, and you're on your way. Life is 24/7, and so are we.
Under the Dome has captivated America all summer long.
This dome, it was our destiny.
CBS Monday.
Why are you doing this?
Tell me! The end is near.
Just like Revelation said it would.
The phenomenal season finale.
Today, Chester's Mill sentences Dale Barbara to death.
The summer's #1 show.
This could be our best shot of getting out of here. It's the end, isn't it, for all of us?
Under the Dome, season finale, CBS Monday, 10/9 Central.
There's a great place to find high-quality cars without the hassles. And it all starts here, at CarMax.
We believe that buying a high-quality used car should be hassle-free. So at CarMax, we start with a low, no-haggle price on every car.
We have hundreds of cars on every lot, so you can start by test driving nearly every make and model.
And every CarMax car is protected with a 30-day warranty and a 5-day money-back guarantee.
So when you're ready to start the search for your next car, come see the way car buying should be at CarMax. Start here.
You know I love you, right? I want to give you this. Yeah, it's a crystal. It's a crystal, baby. Will you share it with me?
Yes. Yes.
She said yes.
Who can say no to Crystal?
He went to Crystal.
Now the 10 famous crystals are only $5.99. That's 10 crystals to share with friends or someone you love. Just $5.99. So hurry in to Crystal.
Does paying $1,500 a year for access to your concierge doctor make you feel like a VIP? Well, at Urgent Care 24/7, all of our patients are VIPs, and you get to keep your $1,500. Life is 24/7.
Welcome back to Tailgating Live from B&D Burgers in downtown Savannah. We've got a couple of young fans with us here tonight.
Yeah, that's one of the great things about this place. It really is kind of a family-friendly atmosphere. You go to a lot of bars, and it's, pretty crowded, but there's plenty of kids out here having a good time, kind of just running around doing their own thing.
Or a restaurant we have here.
Yeah, exactly.
There'll be some young fans in some stadiums all around the Coastal Empire Low Country tonight. It's a Friday night for high school football.
All right, and Christina Tuso is going to give us a little preview what you can expect to see tonight at 11:30 on the End Zone.
We start the night with a battle in Effingham as the Mustangs and the Rebels go head-to-head for the pride of the county. South Effingham's Tyler Pullum and Tyler Hagan have formed a dream team this season, leading the league in both passing and receiving yards. Pullum has thrown for 158 yards this season, while Hagan has 6 catches for 88 yards. The Mustangs head into the matchup with a 2-0 record. In AA, the number 7 Vidalia Indians return home to play host to Long County Blue Tide. This week's game is the 4th meeting between the two schools. Vidalia has won all 3 previous matchups. Also in AA, the number 9 BC Cadets, they hammered Long County last week 49-0. This week, they'll have a different set of challenges on their hands as they travel to Metter, the Tigers, still unbeaten. In Tattnall County, the Battle Creek Warriors are home to the Blue Devils of Statesboro. The Blue Devils took down the Academy of Richmond County 42-13 last week. It's the largest margin of any game in Quad A. And in Bryan County, they are undefeated. Tonight, the Redskins will play host to the Jeff Davis Yellow Jackets. We have crews going out to all of these games. You can catch highlights right here on WTOC for the End Zone. Back to you guys.
That was Christina Tuso reporting. We have a huge crew out all over the Coastal Empire Low Country tonight, covering all of those games. You can catch all the highlights tonight at 11:30. WTOC's The End Zone.
Yeah, that is the oldest highlight show in our area, and it is the best still. All those years, Rick Snow, Ken Griner, Christina Tuso, they all do a fantastic job. And big day tomorrow on WTOC.
Yeah, it really is.
SEC comes to WTOC and CBS for the first time all year, and what a game.
Yeah.
Number 1 Alabama against number 6 Texas A&M.
Johnny football is going to be playing.
That's
right.
right.
Good one to watch.
People have waited all year for this game.
Really,
Texas A&M upset Alabama last year. Alabama still went on to win the national championship, but a lot of people saying, can they do it again? Or has Nick Saban, the defensive genius, figured out Johnny Manziel?
Definitely going to be kind of a game of revenge. It'll be a good one to watch.
Absolutely.
That's again right here on WTOC. Kickoff is at 3:30.
A couple things to look out for. Alabama, 12 of its last 14 games against top 10 teams they've won. You got to keep an eye out on that.
Definitely.
Well, that's tomorrow, but thank you for joining us tonight at B&D Burgers in Congress Street, downtown Savannah. For Cyrus Sandlin, Tim Guider is saying good night. We're tailgating with WTOC.
Tailgating with WTOC is sponsored by Urgent Care 24/7. Life is 24/7, and so are we. Ken Newton, one call, that's all. And by your local Ford dealer. Go further. ShopFordNow.com.